Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Currently, we are in the middle of the destruction of a Yakfolk village at the hand of our brave adventuring party. It seems that a group of them escaped. Maradi tried to run them down, but apparently they've gone too far. Down, down, down the steps back to the base of the mountain. You retreated back to your airship, where you all decided to take a much needed rest after learning that you couldn't do anything more for the poor, enslaved commoners and noble folk that you found in this village.
I forget. We get 11 temp health on rest.
Yes, because 4 plus level.
I didn't get my in-flight peanuts.
Uh,
Oh.
well,
They are vengeance nuts.
Well, you may not have gotten your in-flight peanuts, but you do get a little bit of compensation as when you get back up to the airship to hit your long rest, a familiar cultist approaches you, Shal, and says, "I heard you shot a chimera right between the eyes and eyes and eyes."
Hey, now,
Yes.
we don't know what it was. Don't give the boy, delusions of grandeur.
You may not know what it was, but we did, and that takes guts.
Really, you could tell what it was after that crossbow bolt hit it.
Well, to be fair, I was mostly on fire during that time, and I just wanted to say you could fire that ballista any day. You've earned my respect, and he holds out his hand to shake.
I'll shake it. And just nod.
Okay,
I'm
it
not
was
in
fine up
real-
until there, but the nod is gay.
Oh. Made fun of your nod. You gonna take that?
And
There's
thus
only-
bloomed a
There's only
spent
one
a
nod, and that
relationship.
believes in Cain.
You spend a very dreamless night, mostly because you're also exhausted from the events beforehand. You wake up, and the captain of the airship said that we didn't want to wake you, but we did notice some movement a couple hours ago in the village.
Real quick, I had the I decided to put on the dwarven bracer, the electro bracers with dwarf face on them.
Did.
Anything cool happen?
You are now wielding a pair of bracers with dwarf faces on them. I don't know how much cooler you can get.
But I'm assuming they are not magical.
You would have
I
known that
mean,
by
they're
holding
about as
them.
magical as your imagination could give you.
Maybe I imagine the dwarf faces talking to each other while I'm waiting for everyone else to get.
You do that, Creek. Slide me their
Okay,
names so we can
so,
make a little
movement
narrative.
in the Yakfolk village. What's going
Yes.
on?
The captain, well, the cultist leader will shrug and say they didn't look like yak folk, much smaller, lither, like yeah, one of them,
Elves?
what you call elves.
I see.
Group of them, maybe about
Oh.
7 or
Oh.
8.
Bring us down non-hostily, please.
You'll turn to the cultist members and go, you want us to touch down in the village that you didn't want us to touch down in yesterday? Is that
Well,
wise?
there aren't really Yakfolk left.
You'll shake her, she'll shrug and she'll say, well,
Well, don't
mean-
touch down, but at least lower anchor and rope.
okay. Well, I guess it's in Clout's hands now. She will motion for the fire elemental to be cut off from the balloon, which will lower it down ever so slightly. As it gently descends, you can look back at what you've done in the village. It's not very pretty. Lots of dead cow bodies around here. Some smoldering embers from where fires were lit but never properly put out. Nothing seems to be caught fire, but there's an uncomfortable stillness in the air, as well as a subtle odor of death as you slowly descend into the camp once more.
Hey, Maradi, do you have Conjure Salt? We should salt those fields.
Maradi just sort of glares at him.
Legitimately, like, we can get vengeance, but we could also make this uninhabitable if they decide to come back. I think that's prudent.
He just keeps glaring at him.
The cultist leader will kick down a rope ladder and say, good luck. Hope you find whatever you need in there.
Freak just climbs on down.
Creek, who is no longer afraid of heights.
No, he Creek,
Showing
who is
off
no
his
longer afraid
non-fear.
of a lot of things, actually.
But I'll follow after Creek.
Yep,
Okay.
same.
After three of you descend, the cult leader will look at Mateus and say, do you really want us to roll a red carpet out for you, or are you going to go down too?
I mean, I would have gone down with everyone else.
Mateus descends and leaves the ladder. It starts to get drawn back up, and the airship will start floating to a more reasonable altitude as it disappears behind the mountain once more.
Oh yeah, by the way, and I Creek has brought down a sack which jingles. I think you all might want a cut of this, and he plops it on the ground, and I want to divide up the loot now because we never really.
Could we
made a
do
point
this
of that.
after we, meet
I look
with the...
down at the sack of money, and I look up at Creek, and I give him just the most disgusted look you could possibly
Creek, roll
imagine.
perception.
Would it be inside here?
No, roll perception. You think Marati's staring at something behind you. You turn your head.
Yeah,
It's a pretty withering stare, so whatever it was must have run away. It must have had some sense.
good call.
Well, the sack of electrum and gold will start to spill slightly as the bag overflows and jingles on the dust.
Can I make a survival to see where exactly what they said were elves were moving towards?
Roll me survival.
Doke. Probably open up my character sheet for that.
Yeah, so that'll
Actually,
be handy.
By the way, Will, I'm not sure if you see this, but on
21?
my HP bar there is now a plus.
I do not see that. 21. You see
Oh, I know.
some tracks that were not there before. I will draw you in
Oh, I see it.
stylish purple. Leading from this door that you opened before, then reconvening out here towards the Yak folks' egress, you see about 8 or 9 distinct boot prints. Most of them seem to be softer, like they're wearing leather, but one of them seemed to be very heavy, as if it was made of metal.
Also, since it's day, could we have full vision?
There's an eerie mist that descends.
Almost a
give me-
warlike fog.
Give me 1 second, then.
Who- Mateus, do you know Elven?
I could.
do.
We do not want him speaking.
Yeah,
No,
I figured you don't
unfortunately, all
want
I
him
know is...
speaking either.
Yes, that is perfect. We have common and draconic, but I have common and draconic, but I can always tongues.
I might pay to have that candy right now.
Well, I assume they'd speak common, but...
And where was the corpses of the elves that we found?
The royalty
We
or
buried
princess
them
and her
in that,
I think.
handmaids, they were inside this tent.
And it doesn't look like the elves went in there.
Tracks do not go there.
All right, I'm gonna go back in and make sure that everything was still there, like the pendant and stuff.
Yes, everything is as if you left it.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it there because that's it probably wouldn't. I have a few thoughts on what's gonna happen.
I thought we
believe
buried all the
Creek
bodies.
has it. He picked it up and read it.
I picked it up
No.
and looked at it.
No, I picked it up, but I put it back.
And you can place the pendant back in the outstretched hand of the young woman.
Wait, we didn't bury all the bodies before resting? I thought.
I
we
mean,
did
me
that.
and Creek
Yeah, we-
could only do so much, and there were a bunch of.
I
Yeah,
remember-
no,
human ones.
I
Marati
remember
would've
somebody
definitely
making a
been
joke about the
silently
soft soil
burying
of the
bodies.
crops, and then somebody getting very upset at that, and then I said we decided to rest.
Like, if digging was gonna be too hard, I would have, like, I don't know, done a funeral pyre or something.
I don't think burning the bodies would be a good idea, at least now.
And this is me just talking out of character because, yeah, this is me based
out
off
of
of
your
assumptions
campaign-
that I thought we made from last session. But okay,
Talking out of your campaign knowledge, there's a lot of bodies. Like, it would take several hours.
you would have done it.
I'm sure you would have, but
Yeah,
doing it
no,
in-
I know. That's then. This is now.
I think we should first. I have a suspicion that those elves were this princess. Was it?
That's what
Some
I read.
type of royalty.
Yeah, honor guard or something like that. We might want
Or
to be.
send out to search
I
for
will,
her, so...
because it's been a while, I will remind you that you do have intelligence that the Drow are working with the Giants.
All right.
Part of the deal with the king of
One of the dwarven forces.
Ardberg Hold or something like that was in exchange for their adamantite, you would return with an iron flask that the Drow
Right.
had stolen from them.
Yep, that sounds familiar. Well, I'll start... Whoa. What did I just do? Everything is dark.
Is it imprisoning you?
I'm
I don't
not
know what
sure
you
what I
did.
did.
12 times.
So you moved and it went dark?
I clicked on my token, and then everything went black, and I don't see any figures or your character, like the not icons, but avatars
You
in the bottom
exited
left.
Roll20 for a second.
I just refreshed, so I'm seeing if I did something that borked the like net
Everybody else has
code.
vision, right?
Yeah.
Yup.
Okay, I reloaded and I can see everything now.
Okay.
So
Welcome
now
back.
I just had a stroke and went blind for 30 seconds, but I'm back. Don't worry about it, everyone. I'll slowly approach where they were going, not sneaking, but not hostilely, and try and get their attention if I see them.
I'm just gonna.
The
Being
tracks
very-
are the other way. They start from there and they lead towards where the stairs go down.
Oh, okay.
So they're going the
They-
same way that the yak people went.
From what we can tell, yes. But at the moment, I think I'm gonna go without tongues because tongues doesn't let me speak the language. They just understand me, so it wouldn't help me like be, oh, I know Elven. I'm a friend of the elves. It would just be they can understand me. So I might as well try common first, then cast tongues if necessary.
And everything is still the same as it was, although you see these new boot prints have muddled with the old ones from the yak folk.
Mm.
I forget. Did
Yeah.
yak folk have hooves from, like, for legs, or did they have feet?
Yak folk.
I'm assuming hooves, but that might be racist of me. Specious, whatever. Only true
It-
yak folk have hooves.
Doesn't say.
Is there any official artwork, or...
There is, like, top up, like waist
Oh,
up.
I see. Ah,
It's hooves. I found some 5th edition art of it.
There you
It's
go.
hooves.
okay. So that means that we know that these are elves and not the yak folk returning. That's what I was afraid of.
Or at the very
But,
least, people-
there's a yak folk right there! Murder it!
Ah, yes, he's appeared.
Moo.
Anyway.
Was that your, initiative token?
No, I was looking at the artwork. I must have dragged it onto the sheet.
I see.
Yep, that's the token.
Yes, the trail seems to go cold here. Shell, can you continue to track, please?
I can try at least.
I believe in you.
Roll me survival.
Let me double check real quick because I want to make sure that I'm remembering my favorite enemy information. Humanoid. Okay, so I have advantage on it if they are humanoid.
Didn't we find out they weren't humanoid because your
Well,
favorite
the
enemy...
yaks aren't. But the
Oh,
elves.
you're right.
18.
Yeah, elves would count. They are humanoid. Yes, indeed, these footprints continue all the way down the stair.
And this is the 1,000. Or,
This
Tens
leads
of
all the way to the base of
thousands.
the mountain.
Thousands of years ago.
Hmm.
Okay, well,
Go.
if I look down this, it snakes back and forth, so it's kind of like a raid below me going downward at an angle, correct?
Yeah, it'll keep switchbacking for quite a while.
Can I see any movement looking down it?
Cannot. In fact, it's so far down you can barely see features on the trail. Only that you know there's rock all the way down.
I see. They may have already...
The cultist leader did say it was hours ago when they saw them.
That's true enough. Well, if that's the case, I mean...
Do we remember what was down there? Or were
Never
we
been
told
down
what-
there.
Okay, so we weren't.
Oh,
don't
we
have
didn't
any
question
information.
them. When they said elves, did they describe how they looked? Like, could we have been able to tell what type of elf it was, whether
From
moon
an
or drow?
airship, definitely not.
Okay.
They could probably tell a profile, but nothing much.
So, I was working under the assumption, I think the rest of us were working under the assumption that these were the Moon Elf Honor Guard or some type of rescue squadron, but if they arrive from where we assume the fire giants were, I think we heard that they were beneath the mill. I mean, it's the only place we haven't really checked unless it's in the house. This may be a drow expedition.
Yeah.
So, at this point,
What do we know about Drow?
I don't think we've encountered them yet.
Oh, you've seen no drow.
I think the dwarves told us something about, like, what they were like schemers or
There was a-
something.
I would think Drow are infamous enough in Faerun or in
Actually,
Sylvanas that we
would-
might have common knowledge, but hard to say.
Would I be able to, for now, like spend, what is it, a minute using my primeval awareness
For
to
what?
see if I can sense any drows nearby?
Thought your favorite enemy was giants.
Favorite enemy raider is giants, but favorite enemy, the first one is humanoid.
Yeah, so he gets a second one.
Alright.
I don't think you get to... You just know that there were humanoids around. You wouldn't be able to say, I want to find Drow.
True.
Doo-doo-doo.
I mean, if you can focus it down these steps and see if they're within the... What is it, like a mile?
5 mile.
5 mile.
You're in your
Yeah.
favorite terrain. What's your favorite terrain?
Shit, that's good. It would be probably forested areas.
Okay.
You are on a mountain, so it would be limited to 1 mile.
Okay.
Now, question, Will, are there 5,280 of these steps?
A
Why don't
stair
you
is
go
not
walk
a
down there
foot.
and count them, and then you come back and tell me.
A stair is not a foot, Tom. Each of these stairs, if they're drawn to scale, are 5 feet. They're as big as us.
Well, how long
know,
do you
how
have
do you
to
develop
focus
these
for
freaks fight?
primeval awareness to work? 1 uninterrupted minute?
Yep.
Okay, well, as he's concentrating, does anybody else want to do anything for a minute?
I mean, I'll start walking back towards the gate to see if there's any way to squeeze through or, like, open
The
it
gate's
up
open.
myself.
You opened it last time.
We did?
Yeah, remember? You saw the little sticks, and you're like, no.
Oh, no, I'm talking about that portcullis.
That's not a gate. Those are just sticks.
Oh. I thought it was like a
You
metal
easily squeeze
portcullis.
through them if you're
So I
medium or
definitely
smaller.
could have just smashed him as a gorilla.
Well, they're made of metal.
Okay, so they're not sticks.
They're
Well,
metal
I call them
sticks.
They're pillars. Fair
Okay,
enough. Pillars,
gotcha.
pillars.
Yeah, from what I understand, it's kind of like a portcullis or like a gate. Chain link fence. With no chain link.
Well, let me go and see if there's anything you could off this. Well, Shal is focusing.
You know? How opposed would everyone be to
Oh, it is an
destroying
iron
the...
portcullis. My bad.
Oh, okay. How opposed would everyone be to destroying this watermill? Because I'm assuming the Yak folk aren't using it for too much. It may be powering something further down. Especially since we learned that they are trying to recreate some type of giant war god
Isn't
machine.
the giant? Aren't the giants trying to do that?
That's what I'm saying. This is built on top of a giant fortress that could be
Ah.
powering something inside.
Possibly. Yeah. All right. I'm.
I mean,
I'm
we
down
can
to
we can
smash.
inspect the machinery once we're inside. We can see it right there through the portcullis.
Am I able to just slide between these pillars, or
I'm sorry, it is a portcullis. There are rules about
Ah.
opening portcullis.
There are rules and they must be followed.
You can see that there are handholds and you could lift this portcullis up from the bottom.
Well, get to Lifting Creek.
I crack my knuckles and rub my hands together and prepare to push up the
Roll
portcullis
strength.
thingies. You got it.
Can we aid him on this?
12.
Doesn't need to aid because it easily slides up, and with a click, it stays up.
Oh.
The lever on the other side moves into place with a as it sets.
Shot in the dark. How far away was the lever from the portcullis?
Beyond the portcullis, about 2 feet.
Could I have just used my noodle arm still?
No, from what I'm understanding, that's the emergency release, like to close it quickly.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, we can always
Shal,
try it.
After 1 minute of uninterrupted concentration, you can see that there are currently 3 humanoids to your northwest, and roughly a dozen, about half a mile up in the sky.
Okay. I'll pick up my things and head over.
Okie doke.
I'll step outside and say, ah, there you are. Come, we're gonna smash some machinery. A favored pastime of the nobility. Smashing the peasants' things.
You are in a cold, dark, and vast chamber with a 50-foot high ceiling and 80-foot diameter giant shaft in the middle of the floor. An iron ring is bolted to the pit's circular rim. Suspended from this rig by iron chains is a 60-foot diameter circular platform made from oak beams held together by iron bands and rivets. The platform ascends and descends the shaft constantly, every 30 seconds or so, powered by what looks like a shaft that leads outside.
Oh, balls. So it's an elevator, if I'm understanding that. Or wait, what is raising up and down? Is it this bit here? Or is it like this thing is spinning in a circle?
Okay.
I'm trying to wrap my mind around what's going on here.
Yes. This is what's lifting up and down.
Okay. Is it
Entire apparatus is what is holding it together, and this shaft is spinning.
That makes sense. So it's
constantly.
twirling, and that this thing is moving up and down. Okay. Does it? If I'll take a look at it, as it goes up and down, is it something we could stand on?
Indeed, it looks like a platform meant specifically for holding people and
Okay.
items.
Interesting. I do see
You notice
some
that
boxes
every
around
30
me.
seconds you hear it move up or down. It moves down 15 times over 15 times 30 seconds, and then it moves up 15 times.
Okay, so essentially every round it'll move. What is that
It'll
conversion?
move up and down.
So every
6.5
30
minutes.
seconds. So every 30 seconds it makes a full rotation. That means 5 rounds. It moves 15 times. So 2 feet.
Let me. Okay. The delay between the clicks is 30 seconds. If you count for one entire rotation, it takes 15 minutes for it to go from the top to the bottom.
Okay, I see. So 30 seconds for it to go 1 click.
Yeah, it'll pause at a floor for 30 seconds.
Gotcha. Oh, so there might be more than that. Interesting. Well, in the meantime, before we descend into the depths of fire giant hell,
There's more, by the way.
yes, I want to inspect these boxes around us.
Hold on. See this?
Yes?
Bolted to that part is a rectangular metal plate with a 3-foot-long iron lever protruding from it. It is mounted 10 feet above the floor and is in the up position.
Hey, Creek. You've got long arms.
I do have long arms.
Perhaps we shouldn't mess with that just yet. That may be some type of, How OSHA capable do you think Yak Folk are? Do you think they have, emergency stops?
They probably would just have the slaves go first or something.
True enough.
Can I move around the entirety of this area and see if I can notice if they left here in such a rush? Is it possible they could have set something to, or what's the word I'm looking for?
Set a trap?
Yeah, so if someone tries to actually use the thing, it'll collapse on them.
It's possible. All I can say.
So I'm gonna go around and see if I can find something. Also, I'm curious what the hell this thing is.
What is?
This little.
That's the lever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In the meantime, what is this I'm seeing?
That is a staircase that winds down.
Okay, well, we can take the clicking death pillar of raising and lowering, or we can take the stairs. The stairs.
Just roll my eyes and start walking towards the stairs.
There's.
How well built
We
do the
could have
stairs
done
look?
that over.
I
there.
start walking down the stairs.
Okay. Maradi starts walking down the stairs. You hear his footsteps. Click, clop, click, clop.
Wait, does Maradi also have hooves?
Well, they're stone stairs and he's wearing boots, I imagine.
All descend.
Alright.
Okay. You will all start descending down the stairs. After about 1 minute, the light starts to become very dim. Stairs seem to keep going. Those with dark vision really don't have any trouble. Those without are starting to...
Yes, don't hammer it in. I'll cast light.
A bright light emanates from your hand, and you
From
can
my
see
hat.
that these. It's from your hat, and you can see that the stairs continue to go down well beyond the radius of your light spell.
How far do you think this thing goes down?
Probably fairly long,
Maybe
but
as far down as the other stairs.
what other stairs?
The ones outside.
This-
You know.
These are leading to two separate places, you know that, right?
I know. I think we should have taken the elevator, but that's neither here nor there at this point.
It's possible this is where those elves came from. If they're
Yep.
dark elves, at least.
I'm just gonna keep on. I'm gonna keep on trucking. I forget.
We'll continue to... I mean, keep your guards up because we are descending into potentially fire giant territories. Keep your wits
It's
about
probably
you.
fire giant territories.
You know they're underneath this Yakfolk village, and we're currently going down from the Yakfolk village, so... We'll continue on.
Down.
You will keep walking down after about 10 minutes or so of walking in the darkness. You find a junction. Seems like you've reached a bit of a plateau. Stairs continue to go down. However, there are now 3 exits you can take. One right at the foot of the stairs to your right. And if you walk down a little farther, you can go forward into another cavern. And if you go left, you can go into a third one. Notice that
Hey,
at
oh.
any of these caves, there are spiked to the tunnel floors rail tracks. Seem like they were built for carts.
This has been a mine.
Is the third entrance also also tracked? I suppose is the word here. Like, are there tracks leading into the third entrance? The entrance directly to the right of the stairs. Excuse me.
Yes, all 3 of these tunnels have tracks leading
Okay.
into them.
I'm assuming we can't really see much down any particular tunnel.
Nope.
From where we are.
All 3 of them are fairly similar. They're all
Okay.
rough-hewn. They look large enough for like a giant creature to walk by. Be quite a squeeze.
Okay, so 3, caverns.
Oh,
each
like in Destiny.
have humanoid tracks, you said?
No tracks. They're train
mine
tracks.
cars.
No tracks. Oh, train tracks. Okay.
Like iron rails.
Yeah. All right. I'll just start going to the left. They're all.
I'll follow along.
Is there a? I guess we've already done kind of a perception to see if any of them are unique. If that's the case, then yeah, I'll just go left.
Yeah, and all 3 of them look very nondescript.
Okay.
Okay, as you head to the one to the left, starts to slope slightly upward. As you keep walking, you walk by many things that made it look like this was a mining operation. Besides the rails, there are broken picks, rusted minecarts, old helmets. Nothing to say about their previous owners. You don't really see or hear any kind of activity. You continue down the tracks, and you continue down the tunnel, and you find that the tunnel is starting to branch out into different tunnels. Small, labyrinthine shaped tunnels that lead all over the place as you go forward, as you backtrack back. It's just tunnels to your left, tunnels to your right. Some of them have tracks, some of them don't. But as you keep making your way forward, you start to feel a gentle heat
Okay.
resting on your faces.
Well,
You've traveled about 15 minutes in this tunnel.
I was thinking it was just going to end up being a mining operation. We should keep going down, but if we're feeling heat, that could be something of interest. Either that or they struck magma. But I'll press on towards the heat,
Yep, same.
at least until... I'm not going to keep pressing on until I incinerate myself. If I start feeling uncomfortable, I'm
enough.
going to stop.
I'll let you know.
And then
if
I'll go a
something-
little further because I
Yeah.
resist.
I cast heat resistance. Keep going.
Tax
But as you
exemption.
make as you make your way down the warmer path in this tunnel, you hear a faint, like, dink, dink, followed by ding, 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 as rock seems to be liberated from its bedrock home, and carts start, whirring about. It's still very, very faint, but you can definitely hear that there's activity done at the end of this tunnel.
Oh.
Okay, legitimately, game plan. I'm assuming that's going to be a slave, but it might not be.
We should have Shell move ahead.
Sounds
think-
much. It sounds like much more than one person. It sounds like many, many.
Yes. But I feel like if they're slaves, we try and help them escape from here. If they're not, and they're working with the fire giants, or the Yak folk, God forbid, they die. Is everyone okay with that?
Yeah.
Works for me.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're going on a trip then. Not there. Yeah, I don't know if you've been there,
Ooh.
but you're not allowed to see that.
We
Now
can't
we're back
see
in the
anything.
north.
Oh, now we're on the map. I see
Sorry,
we
I have to
circled the
move
Evermoors.
several pages for this.
The waiting room.
Welcome to Flint Rock. I'm sure that you've all are familiar with it.
Oh no, I lost temp HP.
Okay, this will take some drawing.
Goodbye.
But here are
Hello.
your characters. Hold on, let me restore you back to size. Rise, chicken.
Chicken, arise.
Now, this mine shaft is only long enough for for two people to go shoulder to shoulder. So think about your formation before I draw this out.
I think we should do a Z staggered formation.
I do believe Mateus did say he was going through, and and Maradi was following him.
Yeah.
Also, I just realized the plus is because I have over health. That's really neat. Okay.
Well, then you shouldn't. Whatever.
It's
I guess
the
it's
temp
better.
HP. It
It's
goes for
better
temp-
than having it like extend beyond. I think
Yeah,
that's a nice
it
touch.
is.
Yeah, this map is a little too small. I'm gonna have to oh wait, we can't extend it.
It is extended already.
Yes, follow me, party.
We
going down.
Ah!
Oh God, we're plummeting. Is there a spike pit beneath us?
Gonna wish there's a spike pit.
Oh.
Icky.
Ow. That's harsh, man. Harshen my buzz. My cold buzz.
Dang it.
So I got carded for buying a Dayquil today. I didn't realize.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they card for that because people buy.
I thought
use
they
them
put
for drugs.
acetaminophen in it so that people killed themselves if they tried to use it for drugs.
How progressive.
Legitimate, didn't it used to be just like the psychotropic, like, what is it, like guanine HCl? And so they put in acetaminophen to warn people that you will poison yourself if you try and take too much of it?
Maybe.
Well, I think they also put acetaminophen in because it's aspirin, or...
It
It's
also
aspirin,
it's some form of cold relief too.
yeah. But that was fun to happen at a Target in Emeryville.
Yep. I used to card people for that because I used to work at a Target.
In Emeryville?
No,
Okay.
I never
I'm
carded
using you as a guinea pig. 1 second. Can you
Whoa.
stop it?
I didn't move myself.
No, I'm moving you.
I noticed.
I was using you as a guinea pig, but it seems to work.
Yes, my light source, I can see past it, but I understand we're moving through a shaft. I can see dim light ahead and within 20-ish feet, so I'll keep pushing forward.
Well, hold on. Before you do that, I gotta populate the rest of this thing.
Sure. No, go now before they've spawned in.
That's some speed run strats right there.
Storm King Thunder, Shura %.
Sure.
Storm King's
Killing,
Oh,
genocide
killing
room.
Storm King %.
Have this. This. And
Legitimately,
then
though. Do you think it's
olive.
Dwerger?
I mean, it's possible, but
Hmm.
if they're working with if it's fire giants, you would think that they'd.
Have Dwerger. And I think, are the Dwerger subservient to Drow? Or are they just both Underdark denizens?
Not a clue.
I think when you're facing a fire giant, you're more likely to do what it's saying. If you
But
don't have
you'd
the means to
be-
defeat them.
Okay, there's that many.
Well, I'm glad I can count all of you in the other category there.
The heck is this?
Why are you asking us? We can't see.
Need a thing, but I'm trying to find the thing, and I don't see the thing.
Just use a gun.
We did that last time. We made the Earth Elemental a shark.
And that
And it
worked
worked.
fine.
It was quite deadly like a shark.
It went underneath the ground like a shark.
It was jawsome like a shark. I mean, like a street shark.
Can't believe that I don't have an easily accessible version of this. Okay, I'm gonna improvise
It's always
a bit.
it's always the most simple things that you can't find in the marketplace.
Yeah, well, this isn't in the marketplace. This is actually like the resource book that they give you, like all.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure it's here somewhere. It's just I'm not looking in the right place.
Well,
Appendix.
Might be under an arbitrary name like.
Well, there's one that's like miscellaneous these, and I'm like, oh, cool, but I don't see anyone that fits that.
Right, I'm looking through our handouts. I forgot I made that one mage the ruler of the catfolk.
Yes, you. Sure that he appreciates that. All right, I guess we're populating it with. Let's
Guns.
go to the market.
guns.
Let's go to the marketplace and see what they give me.
Get.
They're premium assets.
Hate that.
Curses.
All right, that'll work.
Nope.
Oh, okay. This is cool. Taking it for my uploads. Want this one? No. Let me. Am I not allowed to do that? Move, tag, or mass delete. Oh, I want to move. Give me this thing. There it is. Alright. I only need so many more of those. God.
I just realized we're descending into a mine shaft and there's a heat in front of us. Are we entering the molten core?
Too
soon,
executives.
Maradi,
Too
I have it
soon.
under confidence that you should be very careful here.
But we have fire resistance.
He
Yeah,
doesn't
you're the
have
ones in
giant
trouble.
hammer fire resistance.
Creek says dibs on the bindings of the Windseeker, by the way.
Typical arms barbarian wanting the one-hander.
Okay.
Sulpurus is
Finally
a
done.
ranger weapon.
Anyway, yeah, okay, go ahead. You're free to move.
Okay, I'm gonna start moving forward then.
If we're
Hopefully
hearing
everyone
sounds,
follows.
don't we want Chal to maybe scout ahead?
That would be helpful.
Alright, I'll cast
Ding,
Pass
ding.
Without a Trace and then start moving ahead.
Well, if we have Pass Without a Trace, that's the one that hits all of us, correct? With the
Yep.
stealthy bonus, boys.
All right.
Is it advantage or plus
10
20
stealth.
or 10?
It's
It's
plus
plus
20.
10. Oh, it's plus 20? I thought it was plus 10.
Or
No, it's plus 20.
20. Okay.
Pass without trace is plus 20.
That's a 40.
Yep,
I
40.
can't. I like.
27.
Alright, keep moving. Heat's getting a little warmer, and you hear like discordant voices. They don't really sound like anything, but they sound like grunting and moaning and.
Pass without a
General.
trace is plus 10. I just
Oh,
double
okay,
checked.
so 30.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah, 27 then.
Also, oh, there's the 14.
It looks like it's starting to open up over there. Oh.
Al, you
I'll
see
halt.
a dwarf. He's using a broken shovel to hit rock. Oh, yep, Mateus has seen too much.
No, I haven't.
All right, your
Yeah,
line of sight
I
blocked.
see the dwarf, and I think if I moved further, I might see what you think Mateus is seeing, but
Mateus, do you still have your light spell?
Yeah.
Wait, you decided to
What's
sneak
the
with
zone
your
of the
light
light
spell?
spell? 60 feet.
40 feet. It's 2020.
You
So-
are emitting light at 40 feet. Okay.
Wouldn't? How would he sneak with that?
I mean, it's light. He's sneaking with a light hat.
They
No
see the
question it.
light, but they don't see the person, so it's
They're
just
like,
a
"Oh my
mobile
God,
sun.
There's a hat.
That hat is a light bender.
Anyway, yeah, you see a dwarf using a broken shovel to kind of like scoop ore into a minecart. He looks bedrackled. He looks tired. And he's certainly not paying attention to you guys. He's taking care of his work.
All right, before we reveal
I
ourselves,
can't see
let's-
anything. What does he look like?
I'm
He looks
gonna
to be
move a
more
little bit more
shape.
ahead at the moment. Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
I'm gonna sneak up a little
Oh,
further.
you guys are assholes.
I told you. I did tell you. He
Oh,
looks worse for
interesting.
wear.
How about
All right,
okay?
What
there's
is that? Is there
there's
knowledge
no
on whatever the hell that is?
Yeah.
You have not seen anything like it before.
there's no way to ask this without sounding awful. What color is his skin?
With
I'll
the dwarf.
describe to Mateus the strange red serpent man I see.
I'll see if I can read you a description of what you see. It looks like a snake. Got a snake body.
It's Major Domo, executive.
I was thinking it, but didn't want to assume.
Yeah, it looks like a snake. It seems like it's glowing, like it's emitting light and heat. It holds a spear in its arms, which are very humanoid-like.
And I can't see more than just that one, can I?
I see a halfling here.
Shal, you are in the walls. Here you go.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, it's fine.
Is that a halfling up there?
Yes, there are also not a halfling, but a gnome.
Oh, okay, gnome.
Like
Are
a-
they also toiling away, or are they?
Indeed, this seems to
Okay.
be look like a rock gnome. That one's got a little pickaxe that's slamming on the ore to break open all the chunks so that the dwarves can scoop it into the mine carts.
Break
Where's
open
the
the
mine
chunks
carts
to get
look
the
like they're
delicious
going?
ore inside.
Is the snake thing just like overwatching everything, or is he
Indeed,
barking
it's-
orders in some weird language?
Seems like whenever one of these guys falters, this snake takes its spear and prods it very hard until it gets back to work.
All right, so
Can I
we're
see
telling
where
the
the
snake
mine
that
carts are
bring these
going?
people.
Yes? No?
I'll try to draw you the rails. More work for me. You've been following these rails. Rails. All the way in, farther down. Yep.
I've been bisected.
You're standing on a rail.
Hmm.
It seems to be barking some sort of a command. What are your languages?
Common and draconic.
Common, Elven, Dwarven.
I press
Or,
language
no, not
button.
Dwarven. Sorry. Goblin. Excuse me. Common, Goblin, Elven.
Common, undercommon, elven, giant, infernal.
Can't make out what it's saying, but one word in particular does stand out when it goes Salto.
That's
Wait
the
a minute,
person we're
that was
after.
Yep.
Salto is the
Zolta
name
was
of the fire
the
giant.
guy leading the Bullet Riders, right?
No, the fire
No.
giant. You were thinking
the
of
fire
the
giant,
earth
okay.
elemental.
That was the Prince of
Prince.
Evil Earth.
Also known as
Yeah.
Salto.
Commonly known as no, but that's no.
His
That's
name
it.
is actually Hakar the Soul Flayer.
Yeah, no. Zolto's the name of the fire giant duke.
Okay.
Well, he works for the Fire Giant, potentially, or he hates him. We just heard his name.
Regardless, he's enslaving these folk and should die.
I am up with that.
Okay. It seems to not notice you yet. What do you do?
I just
This
kinda,
guy looks like
I just
he's...
kind of look at Shal and just kind of point at my own head and then just make like a finger gun motion.
No, you
I could
shouldn't
cast
kill
a guiding
yourself.
bolt at him.
Guiding
Aw.
Bolt would be a good start. One of the two, or maybe Creek just running in there. I could always start with a buff.
Creek could run
but
in as I'm casting Guiding Bolt on it.
I don't feel I need to use haste for this one. We'll see. I can hold it for now. So, I'm good with however we want to start. If you want to lead us off, Marati.
Okay, let me just double check the range on this. 120.
Get a little
Which
bit
is
closer to
probably
start my initial
More
dash.
than enough? Yes. So, waiting to see
Which-
if Creek's. Are you going to charge in as I cast
Yeah,
this?
I'll go for it. But
All right. So I'm going to
they're
cast.
gonna break cover the moment I do. We're going loud.
I'm going to
going
cast
loud.
Guiding Bolt as a second level
Okay.
at this snake thing.
Roll
I'm
with
gonna try
advantage
to-
as you surprised it.
Okay.
I'm gonna
so
try to
that,
shoot it with a
and then
bow.
I'd
I'll
also
do
like
this.
to, as he's casting it, start running in.
okay, so it's 14 or 14.
Well, so
And I'm gonna
simple.
try to shoot him in stealth.
Okay, you also have advantage on this attack. And Creek, what's your movement speed?
Movement speed
40,
is
I think.
40 feet.
25.
I should be able to get there.
40 feet, huh? Speed. Just get there. So as you charge in with a Kalukale,
Hello.
a bolt of energy and a bolt of wood and iron fling by you. Unfortunately, the bolt of energy goes just a little bit wide and hits the ground next to the creature. But the crossbow bolt manages to stab it for 9 damage.
Damn it.
It's a +1 light crossbow, right?
Yep.
The bolt hits it square in the back, and it recoils when it screams in a language you don't understand. And now we are in initiatives.
Certainly. Also, I just realized I have a severe disadvantage here because about half my spells do fire damage. In general for this area. I'll figure something out next time we level.
Why did that only roll one roll? I have the initiative toggle on. Well,
Maybe
the other
advantage
roll
toggle?
was better.
Alright, so you got a
Oh,
9.
advantage doesn't work with
Yeah, it doesn't.
initiative.
I think we
That's-
found that out in another session.
So-
That's annoying.
Okay, so everybody's on there.
Yep.
Yes.
Looks like Marati, you are first.
Okay, so seeing as that missed, I'll move up a bit and try again.
Okay.
Once more with another second level spell.
With gusto.
So, yeah. Guiding Bolt. Okay, then the second roll comes
10,
in.
huh?
So 10 is definitely going to miss.
Yes, your guiding bolt will not hit the target as it flies wide. Your eyes must still be adjusting to the dimness of this area and the
Nice.
sudden brightness of these creatures.
As I
Your bolt will
emanate
not
light.
connect. Anything else?
I'll go ahead and give Creek a die of Bardic Inspiration.
Very well. Mateus.
Alright, let's see what I'm looking at. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's a big boy. You know what big boys get?
Oh,
The poison
yeah,
spray.
right, there's a
Oh, I thought you were
double
gonna say
one.
fireball. Like you're gonna kill all of these guys.
That's right. They
No.
get the squirt.
Okay, poison spray. That's
That's a
hit,
con
right?
save.
Which is a con save.
DC 15 con save.
Con. 21.
Alright, it saves.
Okay.
Well, my poison spray was very ineffective. Hold on, I'm reloading.
You're loading poison into your arms. Anything else?
That is all.
Okay, Shall.
All right, I'll try to shoot him again with my light crossbow.
Sure.
20 to hit,
20 will hit.
dealing 9 plus 7, so 15 more damage.
16.
Or 16, sorry.
Mhm.
And then a second shot, missing.
Alright, anything else?
I'm gonna move a little bit more. I'll move over to here actually.
Sure.
Should be. Yeah, I still have enough movement.
Alright. It's their turn.
The way you said there terrifies me.
Oh no, I know there's definitely two of them.
You didn't tell me this why?
Because I ran in and saw it.
A double move.
Could have said something.
I
Yeah,
said, oh
see,
yeah,
I
there's
didn't
definitely
see
two of them.
And the one that's near Creek will take 2 attacks against him. So
Oh,
first
boy.
attack with a spear. 17 to hit.
That'll miss.
Okay.
18
they will-
remember.
Try to grab you with its tail. A natural
is-
1. It'll miss.
It gently caresses you.
Its tail goes flump, and you just kind of dodge it artfully.
Oh,
Now it's your turn.
buddy. I'm gonna rage
Okay.
and shuffle. DC 14 dex save, please.
It rolled a 10.
Oh, buddy, you are not rolling good today, but then again, not great.
As lightning hits from it, flame will erupt.
What did you just do?
I
From its
zapped
body,
it.
hits you for 10 fire damage.
Wow, that's
Ow.
there's nothing. There's
Wow.
no way to avoid that.
I wonder
Well-
if that's... From seeing how it affected, could I do like a medicine or a knowledge to figure out how that works? Like,
On your turn, I'll let you roll a perception about, or an insight about it.
sure, sounds good.
Well, in that case, the obvious solution here is to kill it so fast that it can't do enough fire damage to kill me.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the brute force method, I see.
A
Your
favor.
great sword swings up, and it swings back down without hitting anything.
Don't forget your diabardic inspiration.
Oh, I didn't even know
Tom,
I
for
had
the-
that.
Never mind.
I think it's
Well,
too
I'll
late for
save it
that
for
one.
something
'cause
Yeah,
you
it
already
is.
For
said.
something else.
A 26 will hit.
Healing. 13.
15.
Get
15.
inside the mind of a creek.
Whoosh! 7 more fire damage on you.
Ouch.
Only to him, though, right? Not splashing
him.
on those two dwarves.
No, the
Okay.
dwarves seem to be unaffected.
That's good to know, at least.
I'm still a little miffed at this. But there's not much else I can do because other than I guess.
Do you have some
like,
form of ranged creek?
I can zap someone a little bit further back.
He's
At any
helpless,
rate-
isn't he, Shao?
Maradi.
Okay.
Can't talk. Getting attacked by a giant
First
flying being.
level guiding bolt on the one attacking
moron.
Shao.
Fair enough.
22.
22 will hit.
I was
Oh my
trying not to
God,
spell it out.
14
Oh.
radiant.
Seems
It
to
is
take
taking
all
like
that
one
damage.
step back. Good lord.
It seems to flare again, but it doesn't hurt Shao.
Okay. And what's it? Whoever
Advantage on
attacks
his next
next
attack.
has advantage, yeah.
It'll
Anything
probably
else?
be me, but...
No. I'll save my bonus for if I need to cutting words.
Fair enough.
Wait,
Matthias.
your bonus isn't a reaction, is it?
It's a bonus or reaction.
Yeah, you
You
can't
You
take
don't
both.
you don't have both.
I thought you did. It was just
Nope.
if you take a reaction on your turn, it eats your bonus or something. I forget,
double
but
check,
in
but-
all, it doesn't matter too much. I'm going to use a sorcery point, cast a spell, so let's spin the
Roll this
wheel.
table. All right.
No dice there. And I'm going to dual cast a Chaos Bolt at each of them. So let's
Okay.
go for the one that I have advantage on. I can just click advantage and click this instead of figuring out the whole equation. I am going to use 2 sorcery points to use my reaction to bend luck, which will add a d4 to this. Adding 2. Anyone else? Oh wait, no one can add, I don't think, huh?
Yeah, no.
Gosh darn it, does a 15 hit?
A 15 will not hit.
Alright. Well, going to the other one without.
Ooh.
Ow.
Guess what's getting passed to you?
We're gonna pass me the puck. Okay.
Yes. This is quite a roll of shitty rolls.
Yeah, 25 will hit.
That's good to
Whoa,
hear. It
that
was only
fits.
first level, thankfully, but this may come back to bite me. We'll see. Cast at first level. Don't get a match, unfortunately. I think I'm just gonna go all in. I'm gonna re-roll that. I'm gonna re-roll
Fun.
both of them.
Okay.
We're re-rolling the 2d8. 3 and 7. Okay, much better.
Putting a lot of work into making this turn not suck.
Yeah, I kind of need to, apparently. So 3 and 7. I'm not picking fire. I'll pick psychic. So
Psychic.
14 psychic damage to the top one.
Ah man, wouldn't that be funny if he was immune?
Is it?
It's not. It'll take 14
Okay.
psychic
Well,
damage.
okay, my choices were fire or psychic. Let's
I know, just
weigh the options here,
let's
and
put
then
a
I'll
little
back
let's
off.
put a little piece of shit on this shit tree. All right.
And that's
Shall.
my move.
There is
You
a
expect-
boy.
Do you expect me to be attacked? I would like to go grab a drink, but I don't want to leave.
Go
if-
grab a drink.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna use the dodge action.
Sure.
I'm gonna move over to here.
Okay.
And that's gonna be my turn.
Okie doke. Baby boy times. Creek, we'll start with you.
Got it. 18.
$24 to hit.
Yup.
Dealing 16 piercing.
Okay. Sorry. Is
And-
this before? This is before my damage. My
For your damage
resistance.
reduction. Yes.
Okay.
16 piercing and 5 fire.
Okay. That fire is full.
And the tail? A 9. Which I imagine
That will-
misses.
Yes, that will miss.
Okay. On Shell, you're dodging, so these have disadvantage.
Yep.
An 18 to hit.
An 18 hits.
For 13 piercing and 2 fire.
Is that 2 after or before the damage reduction?
This is all before damage reductions.
Okay.
As a tiefling, I think you do have fire resistance, right?
Yeah, so. Okay.
And the tail at disadvantage, a natural 1.
Excellent.
It's Creek.
All right. I am perfectly willing to make this happen. I take a step back.
Taking a step back.
I'm taking a step back.
Oh ho, you're not approaching me. You're running away. That will provoke. It'll provoke with its tail.
Okay.
18 to hit.
Oh, that ties.
You take 14 bludgeoning.
Wait, no.
Oh, wait,
cutting-
no.
Or cutting words.
Oh yeah.
And-
Yeah. Okay. I'll allow cutting words. Just I have to remember that because I think it's you when you know the result, but not the when you know the roll, but
yeah,
not the result.
I'll
Right.
double. Let's see.
No,
when you
I'll
consider
definitely
your-
I'll definitely remember that in the future because you have
Yeah.
bonuses. That's my bad to not give you enough time
No
to
worries.
react.
Or
Yeah,
after the creature
so-
makes the roll
I am back.
before the DM determines whether the attack roll or ability checks succeed.
To be fair, that is Tom yelling that ties, but
Mm-hmm.
okay. So reduce it by 5.
Yeah.
So the tail will just miss.
And then I will go in.
I also double checked. Bonus and reaction are separate things. You still only get one though.
Yes.
So first thing I'm going. He's gonna laugh at me and say, "Are you running away?" And it goes, and I just go, "No," and then I attack him twice at 10 feet.
Okay.
29.
29 will hit.
I'm gonna re-roll that that d6. That's a 1.
So 14 plus 4.
So 18 damage.
No, 20 damage.
Ah, yes, thank you. I'm just reading what's on the screen.
Hmm.
Oh, I forgot to configure that. I'll handle that. I'll handle that after the session.
No, you won't.
Go
Alright,
ahead.
so
Roll
any
your save attack.
flare damage?
I was thinking if it flares and hits you in the hand, but that'll open up a whole can of worms. So we'll say no fire damage for you.
Yay.
Yeah, it's a nice
30.
little reward for actually
30 will hit.
realizing.
Yeah, for
Well,
20 more damage. This
The
one
swing
I'm
of
not-
your with the swing of your great sword, you will cut right into its shoulder and bring it down.
Awesome.
And then I turn
Butters
and look at
and
the other
starts to
one,
bleed.
take a step over, shuffle, DC 14 dex save.
And 11.
That will be a failure, and
Zap.
this will be
It's
More
amazing.
damage.
He's remembering all the things he can do.
Moratti.
He's
Okay.
learning.
So no one's
I'm
actually
learning.
attacked it yet, have they?
No, he just got
I
shocked.
just zapped
It's
it.
been damaged. Oh, I used up
no,
your guiding
but,
bolt.
what I mean is the guiding bolt.
I used it
Yeah,
up.
he
I'm
used his
sorry.
guiding bolt.
Okay, you did. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And he missed.
Yeah.
In case anybody forgot that, he missed.
Yeah.
I put a lot into that too.
Uh-huh. Okay,
You
so
put so much into
with
that.
another first level, I'll go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt again.
Sure.
23.
23 will hit.
All right. 15 Radiant.
All right. It'll strike him right in the nose. I hope he has a nose.
Kind of does look like
Boop
he has
that
one.
snoot.
All right. Anything else?
I'll go ahead and move up a little more, but other than that,
Also, these are very erudite and well-read halfling slaves.
I know. Remember, this is the caravan leader from our Kingmaker campaign.
Yeah,
So
no, I
that's what
remember
you were
that.
talking about with your library. I see.
Yeah.
yeah. But no, I think I'll leave it at that.
Okay, Mateus.
5, 10, poison spray, con save. Doesn't
Save.
use up guiding bolt.
22, natural 20.
5, 10, flip off.
You keep spraying confetti at this one.
That is my move.
Cal.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna take out that great club that
Oh, from the tree? Or not from the tree?
Yeah, the one that Maradi gave me.
Yeah.
I think it's the Bone Great Club.
Yeah.
I gave that to you. Thank you very much.
I'm going to cast I'm gonna cancel Pass Without Trace, put on Ensnaring Strike, and just like go to town on this guy.
Okay.
You got
First hit,
advantage on the first
24.
one, right?
24 will hit.
Oh, I have advantage?
Yeah, roll again.
Good thing I have advantage.
24 will hit.
Yeah.
Dealing 8 damage, plus
Uh-huh.
it needs to make a saving throw of 13 and has advantage on this.
Which stat?
And it's a strength saving throw.
17.
Okay. Well, had to try.
Why is your damage strength, mod, and magic?
Mine?
Yeah, for the
what's
damage.
That mod.
Yeah, you're right.
Huh.
Because it's
What's
magic.
that?
It's
Well,
a plus
no,
one
the-
weapon.
That's
Oh,
where
yeah,
the
he's
magic's
using
from,
a
sure.
great
Yeah, that's a
club.
Mod
bad
is
one.
his strength mod.
But there's a strength.
Yeah, there's a
Plus
strength.
1 mod.
That's weird.
Is
Yeah,
the
that's
great-
what I
the
was
great club
wondering
itself
earlier
isn't a
with
+1, right?
what was it when he was firing the crossbow? I saw the +9 and was wondering what that 2 mod was.
Oh, what is that coming from anyway?
Shell has been adding numbers.
Well, no, I'm curious because the only thing I did
Is there
was add
some
this
type
to-
of ranger thing that gives you 1 extra to damage or a feat?
No, that's only if it's
Favorite enemy?
favorite enemy. Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm seeing strength +1, and then there's also a magic bonus point in here.
Oh,
What else
it
is-
might have had the magic innately, and you added a mod.
Well,
to
no, I just
simulate?
added this thing to my thing.
Oh, yeah, I have no clue. Then.
Questions
That's
for
weird.
another time.
Yeah, so 7 damage. We can't figure
Okay.
out where that mod came from.
Then second hit, the second attack. I'll take care of this right now, real quick. Yeah. Nope.
13 will not hit.
I'm gonna check something real quick though. Okay, it did get rid of it. And that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Its turn. It'll keep attacking Shell. Here. 22 to hit.
Yep.
10 piercing, 6 fire.
Oof. You are resistant to fire, though, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, heated
Good.
boy.
Oh, I
And
can
the
throw
tail.
fireballs at you.
Natural 1. Wow, they've rolled natural 1 on the tail, I think, 3 times now.
Excellent.
But yes, Creek, your turn.
All right. I am in prime position to do the exact same thing I did to the first one. So yeah, from 10 feet, swings. Didn't mean to hit that
31 will
twice.
hit.
31. The damage of the 31 will be re-rolled. Okay, that's slightly better. So that's going to be 15 pre-rage, 17 total. And
Okay.
does a 20 hit?
20 does hit.
I'm going to re-roll that 1. Well, that's max damage. That's 19, 21,
19, it's
23
21.
after rage.
Yeah. Okay.
And real quick, how's he looking? He doesn't.
Looking-
This isn't going to change my action. I just want to know.
Looking like you got hit by a greatsword twice.
All right, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. DC 14 dex save.
20.
All right. Well, it's going to be half of 6.
Okay.
So
Righty.
3 whopping damage, and that'll do it for and that'll do it for me.
Okay.
Also, you already moved to Maradi. Okay.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and fire short bow.
Sure.
21.
What will hit? Is this a mundane short bow?
Oh, you know what it is.
Okay. So
Nah,
it seems to
three
take
damage.
less damage from that.
And I'll end my turn there.
Sure. Mateus.
Poison.
That'll work eventually, right?
Poison.
Poison.
Roll a 9.
Your poison running through my veins.
That girl is poison.
16 poison damage.
He goes, "Arrgh!" as it collapses in a pile of goop.
It's not acid.
Turns into goop. The fire contained in his body melts him.
Oh, whatever. I'm not gonna argue about it. Hi.
You all get 720 XP from that encounter.
So
Alright.
3, 1, 1, 2, 2.
The gnomes
0.5.
and the dwarves were huddled in amazement as they saw your party strike down these two salamanders, but none of them dare to meet your eye, as if they're afraid of reprisal.
Is everyone
Yes.
all right?
Hi, everyone.
They will look
Hi, Dr. Nick.
they will look amongst each other and kind of shuffle back towards their eyes. Some of them start looking towards this boy, who seems to be matching your gaze, and he says in a hoarse voice, "Thank you, champions." It's
We'll hand a water skin to him.
He will take a single, quick swig, just enough to wet his mouth, and he quickly passes it to the next gnome, who will start passing the water bottle around. You may not see it for a little while.
That's fine. That's understandable.
He
But
says, "We've been here
I'm
for...
gonna take a quick look around.
I don't know how long we've been here for, but you have our gratitude."
well, we can lead you out of here. The Yak village is no more, and we plan to assault. If we
When
may
you say
ask,
Yak folk, his eyes will start to light up, and he says, "You have to tell the king. The Yak folk possess people. They took our brethren, and they're attempting to assassinate him."
oh, that's good to know that they can. Huh? How do you know how they do it? So we have proof.
It's something that they do with the spirits. They chant and they touched poor Agni, and I saw his eyes roll back, and when he came back, it wasn't him. It was one of those creatures in his body controlling him like some sort of morose puppet.
Okay.
All the
Do we
more reason
have
to
any
find these
way
things.
to send a note to the king? Because I'm assuming he's referring to the king we spoke to.
Yes.
Do we have any way to get a note back?
We
We can travel back.
don't know Animal Messenger.
Yeah, Nate, same. I got nothing.
If we can get 2 more levels, I can get access to teleport, but no,
You
no
calculate
dice
the
there.
number of gnomes and dwarves in the room, and realize you cannot gain those levels by killing them.
Creek over there looks mighty tasty in terms of experience, though.
He is an 8th level fighter or barbarian.
I think 7.
Yeah, 7th. So,
Very
CR
close
would
to
be
Maradi.
juicy.
if we kill him, we'll become 8th. And then we'll have 2 8th CR creatures here with solo experience. In seriousness, though, I think we should get these people out of here. Are there any more being held here in the other mines, or is this the only pod?
We don't know. It's been so long. Please, we can get to the city and warn the king.
If
Do you have any way to get us there faster?
maybe a few of you, but not for the whole group, I don't believe.
One will do. Do you have a bird or I don't know, a machine?
We have a ship of sorts.
Yes.
Please hear us. Our lineage is at stake. Let one of us ride back to town on your ship.
Of course.
Well, we'll do our best. It's on loan. Do I know if dwarves hate, or if Klauth and his cultists hate dwarves?
You know that the cultists are sworn to do whatever you ask them to in the name of Clouth. They wouldn't go. They wouldn't go behind their liege lord's back
Yeah.
Okay.
by denying them a service. Perhaps one of you could go and make a case and convince them.
Yeah, so we can head back with this group and get one of these dwarves on there and send them off to the castle. We should
Sure.
be here
Real
for long
quick.
enough for that trip and back on their part.
I'm gonna roll an insight on this dwarf after he mentioned the fact that the Yakfolk can possess people somehow.
Sure.
That
roll insight.
is pretty smart, Creek. I'm assuming you...
19.
Dwarf seems to be speaking truly, and as you preview everyone around here, you surmise that if they did try to possess anyone here, it'd be really weird too.
That's true. They've been
Yeah.
working backbreaking labor for who knows how long. That'd be
Yeah, that's
kind of
true.
a deep
It'd be a deep cover,
infiltration.
but like,
In the
It'd
event that our
be
entire
fucking
village has
brilliant.
been massacred.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wha-
very
it's worth
wise
a
of you to
check.
think that there might have been a doppelganger amongst them. But these dwarves...
Oh no,
and-
doppelgangers are an entirely different thing.
I'm using it in the esoteric sense, my friend.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just giving the weird voice in my head shit.
The dwarf will look at Creek and he says, "Those bracers, please let our brother take those bracers. It'll prove that he's part of the guard."
okay, and I give him to him.
He'll clasp him onto his shield brother over here and says, "This is Odie. Odie is a trusted friend of the captain of the guard. He'll get an audience with the king."
Where's Garfield?
Garfield was lost long ago.
The
We
Lasagna
took
Lasagna
it.
ran out, and
the
Garfield
fantasy
passed shortly
Costco.
after.
I was hungry, John.
So
Very
hungry.
hungry.
But anyway, the dwarf will say, "I will lead these survivors down the pass. We'll collect whatever supplies we can and walk down the steps."
Do be careful. We
Hopefully-
did see tracks leading out of here. It was a group of... We were able to...
ish people.
Well, it was a group of... We calculated, what,
Elven
like
figures.
10 or so?
About 9.
9 figures heading down the stairs, so...
We'll
Be careful. Do you need
As they start-
any arms or anything we
They'll
can
pick up the-
provide?
They'll start to pick up the spears that these creatures left behind. They say, "Few of us can fight, but these will work."
All right. Well, let's lead them out then. And
Yeah.
would that be
As
a
you're
good time
leading them
to...
out, as you're leading them out, one of these gnomes will approach Marathi, and he says, I can guide you deeper into these levels. I've seen what they have done. I can help you. Please let me help you."
Very well. If you believe you're in proper shape, because I mean these conditions don't seem all that well, but if that's what you want to do, I won't stop you from trying to do what's right.
He'll bow and say, "Weary has been. Weary is new here, so they haven't worked me as hard. And I believe me and my friend can help." And he'll pull out a tiny clockwork mouse from a hidden pocket.
I see. Excellent. We'll discuss this once we guide the others out of here.
He's trustworthy.
So you think?
I don't know what you're talking about. I think he's completely on the up and up.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that would be a good place
Oh.
to end it.
There we
We're
go.
a bit over time, correct?
Indeed.
Oh. Hi, who are you?
That's weary.
Oh,
Oh, okay, cool.
I thought it was a... Oh, I guess just...
He had a character sheet.
Alright, awesome.
That's good to know.
We can continue next
He takes
Monday.
off his gnome mask to reveal he's still a gnome, but different looking.
Alright. He has that almost customary red outline everyone we've met has.
Indeed.
But yeah, so that was a pretty fruitful after last session. I think
Mhm, for sure.
now that we're making our way into the mines, things will pick up, hopefully.
Mhm.
And we'll have more combat than what happened at the Cloud Giant, which was just infiltrate, orgy of violence, leave.
Run!
Orgy of violence. Someone release the dragon. Quick dragon, transform. And he's like, halfling mode, go.
Let me just kill Marathi.
I-
Or no, kill Shal.
I just love when he transformed to half and you go, oh, he would be a halfling.
Anyways, good night, everyone.
Right.
Hold on, folks.